reason of his sadness. Brajmukut told him that the princess's father had fixed her marriage with someone else. The princess herself was sad, as she loved him. "I will find a way," said Ratan Raj. He thought for some time and said, "I have a plan." "What is that?" asked Brajmukut. Ratan Raj said, "Take a trident, Trishul, with you when you go to meet her. When you see Padmavati, scratch her body by striking her with this Trishul. Then take away all her jewelry and come back." At first, Brajmukut refused to do, but Ratan Raj coaxed him. "Do as I say, otherwise you will never get the princess." So Brajmukut gave in and agreed to act on the advice of his friend. When he met Padmavati, he took all her jewelry and bruised her with the trident. Ratan Raj told Brajmukut to sell the jewelry of the princess. The princess is banished. So Brajmukut went to sell the jewelry in the same shop where the king got his jewelry made. The jeweler recognized the jewelry. He immediately informed the king. The king had Brajmukut arrested. He was presented before the king. The king asked, "Who gave you this jewelry?" Brajmukut replied, "A friend gave it to me." The king summoned the friend to the court. It was Ratan Raj. The king asked Ratan Raj the same question. Ratan Raj said, "Your Majesty, a witch attacked me at night. I too attacked her with my trident and snatched all her jewelry. You can find the bruise marks when you see her." Somehow the king found out that Princess Padmavati had the bruise marks. He banished her from his kingdom. The sad princess left the kingdom and met Brajmukut. But when she came to know the truth from Brajmukut, she was very happy. The faulty king. Brajmukut married the princess and took her to his kingdom. Here Betal ended his story and asked King Vikramaditya, "Who is at fault in this story? Who was responsible for the miserable state of the princess? Answer me, or I will break your head into pieces." King Vikramaditya had no option but to answer Betal's questions. He said, "The king himself was responsible for the sad plight of the princess. He should have given a benefit of doubt to the princess before giving his judgment. The others had just done their duties. Ratan Raj had proved to be a good friend. He did a lot for the prince. The soldiers had performed their duty." Betal said, "You are absolutely right, Vikram, but you have spoken again, so off I go back to my people tree." Saying so, Betal flew King Vikramaditya's shoulder and the king followed him. Manimala. Betal started telling King Vikramaditya another story as he walked towards his kingdom. Long ago, there was a city known as Malaya Desh. Its king was Samarjit. He was a learned man and a courageous warrior. In his kingdom lived a very wealthy merchant. His name was Chandramani. He had an extremely beautiful and intelligent daughter named Manimala. One day, a courtier sought permission to speak to the king. The king allowed him to speak. So he said to the king, "Sir, in our kingdom lives a very wealthy merchant called Chandramani. He has a daughter by the name of Manimala. She is beauty par excellence. No one can match her beauty in this kingdom. She is of a marriageable age. I think she will be an apt bride for you. You should marry her." The king said, "If she is as you describe, then I will truly marry her." Then the courtier went away.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.